far listened the preaching on Mettā, one of the four kinds of Brahma Vihara Dhamma. I would like to add a bit more about the method of developing Mettā, loving kindness, the method of practicing Vipassana contemplation, and also some stories relevant to the advantages of Mettā Bhāvanā, as preached by the Lord Buddha himself. So the Buddha's preaching in Pali from Anguttara Nikaya, Catoka Nipada, fourth Nipada, second Mettā Sutta, will be reproduced in the first instance. So members of the Sangha will recite second Mettā Sutta, Dutiya Mettā Sutta from Anguttara Nikaya, Catoka Nipada. So listen to the sutta. Kai Dutiya Mettā Sutta. Ida Bhikkhave Ekeca Pogala Mettā Sagatena Cetasa Ekandi Samparitva Viharati Tata Dutiyam Tata Tatiyam Tata Chatautam Iti Odamato Tiriyas Savati Savatataya Savavuntan Logam Mettā Sagatena Cetasa Vipulena Meghena Apamanena Avirena Avyabhijena Paritva Viharati Soya Deva Tata Hodi Rupa Gatam Vedana Gatam Sinya Gatam Singara Gatam Vijnana Gatam Dedame Aniccato Dukkhato Rogato Gandato Salato Agato Abadato Parato Palogato Sunyato Anattato Samanubhasati Sogayasa Bedam Paramaranam Sodavasanam Devanam Sabhyata Obijati Ayam Bhikkhave Upapati Asadarana Buddho Janehi. So this is the second Mettā Sutta, Dutiya Mettā Sutta from Anguttara Nikaya, Catoka Nipada. This is original Buddha's words regarding Mettā. That means Buddha said, bhikkhus in this sasana, some individuals or person radiate mettā with thoughts based on goodwill towards a region of the earth or towards all beings who are living or present in one region by emitting and spreading with the feeling, wishing happiness to others. That is, yogis remain fixing his attention to other beings. Similar explanation in this sutta in Pali has been mentioned in the first part. This sutta, as preached by the Lord Buddha, is almost the same as stated by the Venerable Sariputra, except that the former rendering the Pali uttered by Venerable Sariputra does not explain how vipassana should be contemplated. The former Pali expression ekandisa could be interpreted to mean one of the four regions of the east, west, south, and north. However, according to the usual way of radiating loving kindness, it must be translated as the region in the east. Now I will radiate loving kindness. You just listen. If I radiate loving kindness to all beings in the eastern region, you try to visualize all these beings living in the eastern region. May all beings in the eastern region be happy in both body and mind. May all beings in the eastern region be happy in both body and mind. In the same way, loving kindness is radiated towards the second region and also towards the third region and fourth region. It is a manner of radiating loving kindness with a feeling of goodwill towards the regions in the west, north, and south. Now I will develop mettā according to these three phrases. You just visualize all beings in the western region, all beings in the northern region, all beings in the southern region. May all beings in the western region be happy in both body and mind. May all beings in the northern region be happy in both body and mind. May all beings in the southern region be happy in both body and mind. Then in this second Mettā Sutta, Oddam, that means towards all beings living in the higher region. Adore towards all beings in the lower region. And Tiriyam towards all beings in the remaining 4 regions of the opposite direction. That means in all regions, you radiate loving kindness. And how the yogi is treating or looking upon all beings. The yogi is treating or looking upon all beings on equal terms, or as having the same status, comparing with his own self, or with all goodwill or thoughts. That means yogis radiates towards all universes where all living beings live. So what kinds of quality of the yogis, what kinds of qualities of Mettā Citta of the yogis? So it mentions Mettā Sakatena Cittasa, the radiating mind with the feeling of goodwill, wishing others happiness. Vipulena, it is with widespread or extensive thoughts. Maghetena, that is, it is with the jhanic mind or lofty mind. Apamanena, loving kindness, thoughts with boundless, and that state of mind is with thoughts free of animosity. It is with thoughts free of ill will or oppression. The yogis live radiating loving kindness or remains fixing his attention. With these words, it has been instructed as to how loving kindness should be radiated towards the higher region, lower regions, and regions in the opposite direction of the point of compass. It is region-wise according to the teaching, according to the desana. Now I will develop loving kindness according to the sequence mentioned in Patisambhida Mega. You just visualize radiating loving kindness. May all beings in the southeastern region be happy in both body and mind. May all beings in the northwestern region be happy in both body and mind. May all beings in the northeastern region be happy in both body and mind. May all beings in the southwestern region be happy in both body and mind. May all beings in the lower region be happy in both body and mind. May all beings in the higher region be happy in both body and mind. It is to radiate loving kindness towards all the 10 regions with the jhanic mind called Bhāvanā. By developing loving kindness only after attaining Mettā jhana. However, there is no fault in developing loving kindness as such without the attainment of jhana. It can accrue advantages as may be appropriate. Then what are the advantages? The derivation of advantages from Kama Vachara Mettā Kusala. 5 virtue of which yogi can sleep well, yogi wake up from sleep happily and with joy, yogi we have no bad or horrible dreams, yogi we gain respect and love from both devas and human beings, and yogi will be free from dangers that might otherwise befall him in connection with all 10 regions. Then also, if yogi is a monk, he will prove himself to be a noble and wealthy recipient of dana, charity, and thereby causing the donor to achieve greater advantages. In making use of the 4 requisites or properties concerning the monk, he is released from debt, which he would otherwise be under obligation to repay. That is called ina paribhoga in Pali. If death occurs while developing loving kindness with mindfulness, he or she will be liberated from the 4 netherworlds and be reborn in the abodes of Sukhati, celestial or human worlds. So we have therefore been repeatedly listening to the instruction to develop loving kindness in order to enable to reap the fruits or advantages. Again, let us, I will recite in the form of a verse which may indicate how benefits can be derived. So these are the benefits. Just listen. Happy in sleep and in waking, delightful dreams come in a vision. Humans and devas showering love and affection. Celestial beings constantly keep on guarding. Fire, poison, and knife avoid causing bodily harm. Speedily becomes the mind serene and calm. Facial complexion with joy is sparkling. Without gloom and anxiety on the verge of death, verily destined to become a Brahma, all constituting 11 attributes in number, are the advantages accrued from developing Mettā. So these are the benefits by developing loving kindness. Of these 11 advantages, 3 of them sleeps well, wakes up from sleep happily, have no dreadful and bad dreams, and we have only good dreams, are clearly enough and do not require elaboration. The next is number 4, loved and respected by the public. In this connection, the story of Prince Malla by the name of Roja is considered appropriate to be cited and quoted. It is from Vinaya Mahawapali. Very interesting. The story of Roja Malla from Vinaya Mahawapali. At one time, Lord Buddha, accompanied by 1,250 disciples, Sangha, made his way to Kushinara from a place called Apana. At that time, the ruling princess of Mala, on hearing the news of Lord Buddha's proposed visit to Kushinara, issued a royal proclamation. So what royal proclamation? Yo Bhagavato Pichugamanam Nakrisati Pincha Satanisa Dando. That means any person who failed to turn up and welcome the Lord Buddha and his disciple monks would be punished with a fine of 500 cash. So there is a royal proclamation. On Buddha's arrival at Kushinara, Roja was one among the crowd who were present to welcome the Lord Buddha. He was an intimate friend of the Venerable Ananda. When Venerable Ananda expressed his best wishes, being delighted to see his friend Raja Mala, Venerable Ananda said, "My friend Raja, it is very nice of you to give a hearty welcome to the Lord Buddha." Venerable Ananda said to his friend Raja. And Raja Mala replied, so when Venerable Ananda said, "Ularan kote ida ausa Raja, yantom bhagavato pichogamana akasi." Raja Mala replied, "Naham bande ananda bhukato bodhewa dhammewa sanghewa apicha nyati singarokato yo bhagavato pichogamanam nakarisati pincha satta nesa dandoti." Raja Mala replied to Venerable Ananda. That means, Venerable Ananda, I came out to meet the Lord Buddha not because I have great respect and reverence for Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, but because I fear I would have to pay a penalty of 500 cash, which will be imposed upon me should I fail to be present in this occasion of according reception to the Buddha and his disciple. Raja Mala said to Venerable Ananda. Having heard this reply, Venerable Ananda felt unhappy. And Venerable Ananda wondered, "Katai nama Raja Mala evu vakati." What had made Raja speak to me in that manner? Raja Malla wondered. Venerable Ananda wondered what had made Raja speak to him in that manner. And Venerable Ananda then reflected, Raja is very rude and impolite. He is ignorant of the great value of advantages that will be derived by paying his reverence to the Triple Gem, Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. So he would lose all benefits which he should have gained. After reflecting as such, Venerable Ananda informed Lord Buddha of this matter and respectfully put up that if Raja were bent upon giving his best regards to this noble teaching, he would have a lot of advantages. Thereupon, Lord Buddha exalted Venerable Ananda to develop loving kindness, meditation, Mettā Bhāvanā, with his concentration fixed firmly on Raja only. Usually, Lord Buddha developed and radiated loving kindness equally on all beings. Lord Buddha also used to radiate his compassionate feelings, evenly balanced towards all beings. However, on this particular occasion, Lord Buddha imagined in this way: this man Raja would fail to gain merits as he should if he does not take the opportunity of paying his reverence despite his meeting with the Exalted One personally. So Buddha therefore developed and put forth his loving kindness, concentrating on Raja Mala only. It is something like a beam of such light. If the rays of the light were diffused, it would lose its brightness. However, if the light is focused on only one single narrow opening or object, it would be very powerful and dazzling, something that resembled the light emitted by the rays of the sun during daytime. Heat is also intense. Similarly, when Lord Buddha radiated his loving kindness, concentrating fixedly on Raja alone, instead of spreading out the rays of loving kindness towards all beings, it would be extremely powerful. And the immediate effect was that a feeling of immense reverence had occurred in the mind of Rajamala. It was stated that the mind which revered resembled that of a newly born calf, which had its deep and firm attachment to its mother cow with intense love and devotion. So Raja immediately left the precincts of a small monastery to another and then another, making his way here and there in search of the Lord Buddha. Eventually, as directed by the members of the Sangha, Raja reached the perfume chamber of the premises where Lord Buddha was residing. He then took his seat in the presence of the Buddha, worshipping and devotedly paying his obeisance. Then Buddha gave his due admonition and delivered a discourse relating to the virtues of dana, sila, charity, morality, etc. After hearing the sermon, Rajamala became a Sotapanna. He even begged for the Lord Buddha to let the members of the Sangha recognize him as their benefactors. Rajamala said to the Lord Buddha, Sadhu Bande Ayama Minyewa Padekaneyo Chivara Pendapara Sinasana Gilana Vijaya Pesija Brikaran No Inyisa. That means Bande let the members of the Sangha recognize me as my benefactors, recognize him as their benefactors, and accept my offer of the four necessity relating to the monks, building, robes, food, and medicine, and not accept offering from other people. But Lord Buddha said, Roger, those who with the knowledge of a Sikha, with the vision of Sikha, have seen Dhamma as you have done, they would also think, now indeed, members of the Sangha should receive the requisites of robes, food, lodgings, and medicine only from us, not from other people. Well then, Roger, members of the Sangha shall receive them from you as well as from other people. Buddha said to Roger Mala. That means the faith in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha is very strong in Roger because he became Sotapanna. For a Sotapanna, the state of consciousness is accompanied with 7 treasures. They are Saddha, Sila, Sutta, Jaga, Pinya, Hiri, Uttapa. 7 treasures. 7 treasures. Rudy, can you follow me? Saddha, Sila, Sutta, Jaga, Pinya, Hiri, Uttapa. So 7 treasures for the Sotapanna, the state of consciousness of Sotapanna is accompanied with the kinds of qualities. Saddha, faith. So Sotapanna have a true faith or belief or confidence in the true teacher. True teacher, true Buddha. How many qualities must have true teacher, true Buddha? 9. 9 qualities. 9 qualities. So 9 qualities. That means Sotapanna have confidence in the Buddha or in the enlightenment of the Buddha. That means Sotapanna have faith. He believes that Buddha was a real enlightened person. Real enlightened person. And Buddha was one who knew or who understood what is to be understood in the world without outside help. And Buddha is the one who is endowed with wisdom, conduct, and so on. That means Sotapanna know the qualities of Bhagawa, Arhan, Sama Sambuddha, Vijayana Sambandha, etc. So a Sotapanna who understand, or the person who understand or who believes in the Buddha as a person who knows what is there to be known in the world and knows it correctly without help from any other person. If the person believes in this way, he is said to have faith or confidence or belief in the Buddha and his enlightenment. And also Sotapanna know the true practice, true teaching. True teaching, true Dhamma. How many qualities of the true teaching, true Dhamma? Six qualities. And the Sotapanna have truly believe in the true Sangha. True Sangha, how many qualities must have? Nine qualities. So you can check the Sangha, the monks, how many qualities must they have. So true Sangha you can find by considering the nine qualities of the Sangha. Sotapanna have the treasure, that is Sila, morality, Satta, Sila, Sutta, knowledge, Jaga, charity, Sutta, Saga, Hiri, Hiri, Uttapa, moral shame, moral fear, they have. And Sotapanna also have Pinya. So here, Pinya does not mean just knowledge of anything, but Pinya is described as the knowledge of the rise and fall, knowledge of arising and disappearing of mind and matter. This Pinya you get only when you practice Vipassana meditation. So you practice Vipassana meditation and you at one stage see the objects you put your mind on, like arising and disappearing. Any object that you take as an object comes and then goes away. When you see them clearly in your mind, you are said to possess this knowledge of rise and fall. So this knowledge of rise and fall is described as leading to the exhaustion of suffering. This can lead to cessation of suffering. Although this is a lower stage in Vipassana knowledge, this understanding of rise and fall is very important. If we do not see the rise and fall of the objects, we're gonna see them as impermanence, we're gonna see them as suffering, we're gonna see them as non-soul or as out of our control. Now, Rajamala have that kinds of state of mind accompanied with 7 treasure. So relying on this incident, it is to be understood that if loving kindness is developed and radiated towards other with concentrated attention, it would have a telepathic effect. And the recipient of loving kindness would tend to love and respect in reciprocity. Not only human beings, but also animals are likely to reciprocate love. There's some story regarding this, and next week we will continue to listen. Now we have to stop our discourse for today. By practicing loving kindness meditation, by practicing vipassana meditation, by noting rising, falling of the abdomen, sitting, touching, standing, walking, seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, continuously and meticulously. May all yogis be liberated from all suffering. May all yogis realize the real peace in the very near future. So sitting for a few minutes.